Hello everybody, welcome back to Cheap Lazy Vegan. Today we are going to be making some vegan fast food. Okay, we've got some nuggets, we've got macaroni salad, and we even have a vegan Big Mac. Yes, that is correct, my friends, a vegan Big Mac. So before we get started, I would like to thank Cooking Craze for sponsoring this video. And Cooking Craze is a super addictive new mobile game where you get to basically play an experienced chef and you get to work in different types of restaurants around the world. So the point is to manage your time well and also please your customers. And let me tell you guys, this game is seriously addictive and I pretty much became hooked as soon as I started playing. It is so much fun, and the game gets harder and harder and more complicated as you go through the levels. You can buy new equipment and even open new restaurants. So if you guys want to try out this game and become a master vegan chef making all kinds of crazy things, click the link in the description box down below and download the game for free and play with me. Okay, so let's just move on to the recipes. Okay, thank you. The first thing I'm going to show you guys is how to make some super easy tofu nuggets. So I'm making two different kinds that are quite similar but with a slightly different coating, and both are really easy and delicious. So let's just show you how to do it. So we're going to need some firm or extra firm tofu, and I cut them up into bite-sized pieces, and now I am soaking them in some dill pickle juice. This is just the juice left over from a big jar of pickles, and this is optional, but I would say highly recommended. And set that aside, let it sit for about 30 minutes. Now we can make batter number one. Okay, so we are taking some cornstarch, some powdered sugar, garlic powder, and onion powder, paprika, and some salt, and then you're going to mix that up nicely. Once the tofu is ready, we're going to heat up a frying pan on medium-high heat and add some vegetable oil. So make sure your tofu is drained well, and then you want to coat it with your cornstarch mixture, and then you're going to fry the tofu pieces on each side until nicely browned. Now the issue with this method was that I feel like the cornstarch just left kind of like a powdery residue, and I feel like this method would work better if I used more oil or used maybe a deep frying method. I don't know, what do you guys think? What are your thoughts on this? Because I am a noob and I have no idea what I'm doing, okay? Either way, this was delicious. So yeah, I just didn't like the fact that there was still powder, and so I just wanted to make another version, but I thought I'd show you guys this as well because I thought this was still good. You know what I'm saying, you know? So here is tofu nugget version number 2. For this, we are taking a little bit of cornstarch and mixing that with some water in a small bowl. And in another bowl, we are going to add breadcrumbs, salt, paprika, some onion powder, and some garlic powder. And then we're going to mix that up nicely once again. And back to the frying station. Once again, we are going to add a little bit of oil onto a frying pan on medium-high heat. And then we are going to lightly coat the drained tofu in the cornstarch liquid and then coat it nicely with the breadcrumb mixture, okay? So once again, we're going to cook it on each side until lightly browned. And we are done with the two different kinds of tofu nuggets. The ones with the breadcrumbs are a bit more crunchy on the outside, obviously because of the crumbs, but I think both are super yummy and would be crowd pleasers either way. So dip them in your favorite sauce. I just used barbecue. I think these would be really good with sweet chili sauce as well, but what is not good with sweet chili sauce? Anyways, moving on to the next recipe. Next, we are going to be making a KFC inspired macaroni salad. I used to love these macaroni salads at KFC. I probably had them only like 3 times in my life, but still, okay, I'll remember. Now we are going to make a much better and healthier vegan version, of course. First thing we're gonna need is vegan mayo. Now you can use store-bought mayo or you can make your own vegan mayo. I'm gonna show you guys how to make a super easy cashew mayo. First thing we're gonna do is either soak some cashews overnight or just boil them for about 15 to 20 minutes until they are softened. I usually boil them because I have a very hard time going back in time and soaking the cashews. So yeah. All right, we're gonna add the softened cashews in a blender or a food processor, and we are going to add some rice vinegar, Dijon mustard. I'm adding some fresh garlic. Feel free to use garlic powder if you want. And we're also adding some dairy-free milk and a little salt. I don't think I showed it, but yeah, add a little salt and blend very, very well, okay? Okay, we're gonna set that aside and we're gonna prepare the veggies. And of course, during this time, don't forget to cook up that macaroni, okay, if you wanna eat it right away. So yeah, originally I was going to mince everything by hand, but I decided to just let my food processor do the work. So it actually worked really, really well. So I'm adding the carrots and celery into my food processor and just letting it chop everything up. And then in a big mixing bowl, we're gonna add the cooked macaroni and then the carrot and celery mixture. I'm also adding some minced onions. And then we can add the vegan mayo and then we can just mix it very well. And this part is totally optional, but I decided to add some diced dill pickles into the salad. It added a really nice flavor, so I would recommend it. And I also added a little bit more vegan mayo. Add as much or as little as you want, okay? You can also add a little bit of sugar into the salad, which is what I did. And I thought it just added a little extra, you know, deliciousness. And that is pretty much it for the macaroni salad. It's actually really easy to make, and it's great to bring to a potluck or a barbecue, or just eat it by yourself in the comfort of your own home. I think it's super yummy, and who doesn't like creamy pasta salad? Last but definitely not least, I just had to add a vegan Big Mac in here because I could not do a vegan fast food video without adding a burger. And the Big Mac is probably the most famous burger in the world, so yeah. The very first thing we're gonna do is make the Big Mac sauce, and we're just taking some of that vegan mayo that we made earlier, the cashew mayo. We're gonna add some paprika in there, some garlic powder, onion powder, salt, some yellow mustard, white vinegar, and relish. And we're going to mix that up nicely. Now I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I was never a big Big Mac person. I've probably had like maybe 3 Big Macs in my entire life, so I don't remember what Big Macs tasted like. But either way, this sauce was really good, so you can't lose. And for the burger patties, you can feel free to use whatever veggie burgers you want. I'm using these veggie burgers by Eve's. And for the cheese, I found this Earth Island cheddar style slices, and these were really, really yummy. So we're going to cook up the 2 patties on one side for about 2 minutes, and then we're gonna flip them over. Then we're going to add the vegan cheese slices on each patty, and then we're going to cover that up and cook for another 2 minutes or so to let the cheese melt onto the patty. And now we can assemble the burger. We're going to take the bottom of a burger bun and we're going to cover it with the Big Mac sauce, okay? And then we are going to add some onion pieces on top of that. And we're also adding some chopped up lettuce. Now, let's be honest, this lettuce looks a little bit too nice for a Big Mac, but you know, it'll do the trick. And then we're gonna add one of the patties on top of that and some pickles. And then we're gonna top it with another bottom bun, and then we're gonna repeat the same thing again. So Big Mac sauce, onions, lettuce, patty, and then pickles. And then we're going to top it with the top bun to close off the Big Mac. And here we have a vegan Big Mac. Now, I'm not sure if this actually looks like the photograph, but I think it still looks pretty good. Alright, you guys, that is it for this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you try some of these out, if not all of them. If you found this video helpful, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up. And if you are new to this channel and want more easy vegan recipes, then I suggest you click that subscribe button, and I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you guys for watching. Bye!